this computer's going super slow. Hey guys, so we're late today. We woke up, and if you saw our last video, it's all about solar. It's still gloomy outside, and our readout on the solar panel was just the battery with a big X through it. So this laptop only has 16% charge. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
This might be a quick video.
I'm gonna put our
brightness down. Yeah, so we're working with very limited power.
Minimal solar right now. Yeah, we got a lot of suggestions from you guys about getting a generator, getting more solar panels. We definitely have like.
Bedhead.
Yeah, me too.
It's pretty sweet. Hey, what's up?
Hey. Yeah, we definitely have some ideas on how to mitigate our current solar issues, and it's supposed to be really sunny this next week, so we won't have any issues soon. Hey.
Yeah, we got a lot of comments. We've been thinking about a generator. We're just parked at someone's house, and we haven't started the bus in weeks. So we're not going to hook it up to the alternator, because then we'd have to sit here in their driveway with it running for like 4 hours to get any charge.
Right.
So, and same with the generator. We can't run a gas generator here. It's too loud. So we're just going to deal with it for right now. Maybe get more panels if we become rich all of a sudden. Vancouver, what's up, Canada? Good morning, good morning.
Cute.
We slept in later today than we've ever slept in, I think.
In the bus?
In the bus. I did, at least.
Yeah, I think like
let you guys know each other.
Yeah, right. I think dreary weather kind of just exhausts me. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter how much I sleep, but if it's like cloudy outside, I'm just like exhausted.
Not getting that vitamin D from the sun.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Whose fart smell worse?
Probably mine.
No.
Actually, that's a toss-up, because hers are few and far between, but they can be bad.
Oh, ew.
Didn't ask us anything.
That's true. Congrats. Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love the wedding video. Hello. Back to Idaho.
360 watts a piece. Dutchman, we're definitely going to check out those solar panels. That
yeah,
sounds amazing. Awesome. We have 100 watts a piece. So we have 400 watts on the roof right now, which when it's full sunshine is more than enough. But that would be amazing to have 4 of those bad boys.
Look at our laptop battery. It went up from 16% to 21%.
So our laptop is possessed.
It's charging itself.
That's good.
Yeah, we actually had somebody send us a link to this $300. How many watts was it? The little
500 watt battery.
Which is really cool because it's like portable. So yeah, exactly. We could just charge it on our solar when it's ready to go, and then it'd be all charged up, and then we could have it inside for these days when it's really rainy.
How's married life been so far, Jack?
How's married life been? That's our cat's tail. It's been
great.
It's been pretty much.
Well, it's been the same life, but it feels different because we have this this massive commitment in the back of our minds, kind of really still in the front of our minds. So
yeah,
we haven't had a single argument or fight yet. It's been over a week, so that's good.
Trying to keep the record going, but yeah, it's been great. I think that it is weird. Like, we didn't really think anything would change since we already lived together and we have a business together, and nothing in our physical life was changing. But yeah, I think having that commitment really just changes our mentality towards each other, which I wasn't really expecting. Silly, but
I kind of wasn't either, because we came back to the same bus and the same life, but there's this mentality that's different. It's been really nice.
Exactly. Oh, he didn't get a chance to test his antenna. I'll do it this week and get back with you. Cool. Yes, please let us know about that.
Our cat is being extra.
Yeah, our cat's like really want to go outside.
What else is new?
Hey, back to you in Miami. Are you guys going on an extravagant honeymoon to France or what?
Like
totally.
I wish we could. Man. But we kind of did a pre-honeymoon. That's what West Coast Wondering was, because we were afraid after we wouldn't be able to travel because we'd be tied down with a bunch of nonsense. And it's actually right. We had to tie up some loose ends in Boulder. So we couldn't have traveled if we wanted to. So we kind of did a pre-honeymoon. But honestly, when you live in a bus and work for yourself, your life is like a honeymoon.
Sure is.
We took a few days off, if you didn't notice, and that was kind of our honeymoon.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny. I feel like the honeymoon is buying the piano and playing the piano in the bus. Like, really. Now that we have the piano.
That was awesome. And we'll play some Hey Jude for you before this dies.
How's the hand, man? I don't know. Oh, you guys are made for each other. Thanks so much. That's so sweet.
I was probably asking how the hand is to life in a bus, because he hurt his hand.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I did see that video. That's right. Thank you so much. I just started following you guys, so I don't know your names yet.
She just got her hair cut, so she really appreciates that.
Yeah, I'm Zaina, and this is Chad.
Hey.
Hey.
We're living seal.
Yes, exactly. We were just talking this morning. We're like, for any of you, those of you that live in a bus or are working online, started your own business, we were talking today about some different strategies.
Sorry,
hey. The different strategies we need to kind of put into place in order to be a little bit more productive. Because sometimes when you work from your house and your bed's right there, it can be hard to get some stuff done. So we're trying to like get a better system into place. We can be a little bit more efficient in the coming months.
That Eric Handmaker was my best man.
In the wedding video.
He just joined the chat. So what's up, bro?
Hello. I had my downsize sale, need to sell more, and I got a line on a potential bus. I will know more at the end of the month.
Nice.
That's awesome. Cool.
Awesome.
It's so cool. Robert, do you know Chad? Special.
We apparently, Josh, we do have just enough power. I don't know. Who is this babe? I'm sorry.
Right here. Robert.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Robert. I don't know if I personally know you. Josh, got enough power to jam on the keyboard. I think
we're going to try to do a little Hey Jude at the very end of this.
Which might, and we only have 19% battery, so that might be coming sooner than later.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you live in peace and love?
All right. That video is like the most commented on video we've ever had. You guys are awesome.
Oh, because we're not putting this in a video.
Thanks, bro.
I have to let you guys know that we went to go contest that ticket 2 days ago. And when we went in to go set up a hearing in order to contest it, the guy that we spoke to said that the ticket was voided. So the supervisor of the officer voided the ticket. So we don't know if the officer was like a nice guy who just wrote us that BS ticket for the sake of the man who was like, these guys have to be ticketed, or if he was a douche and just made a mistake and his supervisor was like,
we're guessing it was the old man was like screaming over his shoulder, like, you got to write them a ticket. So he literally just wrote in living in their bus for $150, which is totally erroneous. And by the time it got back to his supervisor was like, what is this? Void.
Yeah. So you don't have to pay $150 and we don't have to contest it. So that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Oh yeah, Robert, we got you now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And that's ZAYNAH for all of you wondering how to spell Zaina.
Yes, for the complainer. Yeah, that's what we're thinking too, which is a little silly, but
let's answer this one.
Which one? Do you guys constantly reorganize things in your house and get rid of things? I live in an RV and do it often. You want to start with that?
So we're about to start our 6th wave. Is that we're on?
Of minimizing?
6th wave of minimizing and getting rid of stuff. We want to clean out everything that we have under the bed. And I don't know, I kind of come up with like a good analogy. And it's like that closet in your house that you just throw stuff in that you never use. If you don't open that closet to get something out like every week, then you probably don't need everything in there. So that's under the bed for us. We hardly ever use anything, so we're going to get rid of all of it. And yes, we're constantly organizing and reorganizing and redesigning. That's the coolest thing about living in an edifice that you create yourself, is that you can constantly, if you want a table somewhere, just put a table. We didn't want our bathroom here anymore. We took the bathroom out.
Yeah.
We just took the stove out last week.
We've been talking about, I think it's like part of what we've been seeing online from other creators and what they've been doing, but we've been considering like kind of doing a mini renovation to the back of the bus. And then getting like a Murphy bed or like a futon or something so that we can have a little bit more livable space back there. Sorry, I'm like, and then set up more of a desk in an office area.
There's much. I'll just share the screen. I'm hogging it.
We're planning on doing that, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you can just call her Z. That's totally fine.
Yeah,
that's what she calls herself.
All my best friends call me Z. Do you guys meditate? How do you prefer to do so?
She does a lot of meditation.
I do more yoga than I do meditation, just because like I do deep breathing with yoga. We just watched a video last night with Dan Harris, right?
Yeah, the guy from ABC News who had that mental breakdown on the news. Yeah.
And like found out how amazing the health benefits were for meditation. So yeah, I really would love to start meditating more. I would love if we could do it at the same time separately. So that
I think everybody has their own different, I think meditation has this weird stigma where everyone kind of imagines this home kind of thing. And to me, that's the epitome of meditation. But I think everyone has their own sort of forms of meditation.
Yeah.
And mine is like musical meditation. I just like to, smoke a bowl and play guitar for a while and get in my own world. And that's how I kind of recharge and let everything go. And Zaina's is yoga for right now. But hers is quickly becoming musical meditation too.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of nice to take time for both of those things separately too. The camper I was going to buy was a joke. Oh man.
Who was that?
Amy. She got a camper like
I saw a couple weeks ago.
Man.
Oh man, that's a bummer. That's all right. Just get in a bus, do it yourself. It's
she said she's looking into bus.
Yeah.
No bathroom. Everything else is done. Cool. Well, we're gonna be sending our love your way. Hopefully that works out for you.
Chef, glad to see you again. And that sounds like a great idea. Selling your motorcycle for a Class C RV. Do it. Minimize. Get rid of that.
Oh man, you could be heading out west this week. Dang. Well,
That's
stop
awesome.
by in Colorado. We'll show you around. Take you to some of the most beautiful spots. Oh no.
Eric, how are you dealing with ambient humidity in the bus, especially when you have the swamp cooler running? That's a good question. Because the windows do get fogged from the inside when it gets funky in here. The swamp cooler, if you don't know what a swamp cooler is, everybody, it is basically a glorified fan that just puts cool air from water, puts cool water air into the air. So basically it's just a fan with water circulating behind it, and it blows out the humidity. That's nice and cool.
You put ice in there?
It's really cool. But it does fill the air with moisture. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So generally what we'll do is we'll crack the roof, crack the sky right here so that it vents out that way. Or crack a window, just leave a window. We actually always, when it's too hot, we always have windows open anyway for venting. That's a good question though.
Yeah. I'd love to get I was thinking about this last night, an air humidifier. I'm not exactly sure how that works. Does that help circulate the air? That just helps clean.
Well, a humidifier would just put moisture into the air. Dehumidifier would take moisture out of the air.
I just kind of want something to circulate the air more.
Yeah.
My dad.
We do need something like a fan. We have one little fan, but we need a fan kind of always going to circulate the air in here because it gets stale fast. It's only 111 square feet.
My dad calls me Zaza. I wonder if that's like a Middle Eastern thing he says. Barely got the live stream. Are you guys going to Western Colorado area near Telluride or your way? Or I never know how to pronounce that. People have said it correctly.
Where is this at?
At the top. Neither of us have been to either of those places.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We would love to go. We were thinking potentially about going to Steamboat at the beginning of June. Maybe we're going to see how that ends up shaking out because my parents are going there to stay at this like big ranch for this KOA motorcycle thing that my stepdad does. So we're going to think about doing that. And then I'd love to go to Telluride, but we'll see.
We really want to go to Telluride. I mean, the festivals that go up there, just how awesome it looks. We went to Crested Butte last year, which was like a little taste of what it's like really getting deep in the mountains.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. How are you live streaming if you have no power? We have really crappy power. So our laptop was like dead this morning and we were able to charge it. That's why we didn't get on until 9:30 because we were trying to charge it up and we only got it charged until like 25%. So we're working with that.
It's at 17 and we're using our iPhone as a mobile hotspot.
Exactly. And I think we might like go to a cafe or go somewhere later if we want to get any work done because we have no solar right now. Did you make a video about touring your bus? Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah. That one's just called, I think, the Grand Tour.
Yep. We have a playlist on YouTube called Conversion Tours, and it's in that. We actually have 2 on that.
We have a bunch of conversion tours now. How many do we have now?
We have 10, I think.
10 conversion tours.
We have a couple other people's. Where are you guys at? We're in Fort Collins, Colorado. We ended up staying at these people's house that have this awesome piece of property east of Fort Collins. It has like this beautiful view of Longs Peak and the entire Front Range. But they're just letting us stay here. There's this older couple. They're really, really nice. And they just kind of like having us around. And so we're here right now. And it's a great opportunity to kind of hunker down and save money because we're not having to drive the bus and like waste so much money on gas. Your haircut looks good. It sure does look good.
All right.
Did you invite your mom's neighbor that you brought the ticket up? Haha. No, I actually kind of, in a terrible part of me, wanted to be like, that ticket was voided, but
we don't need to pour fuel on the fire. We're just gonna let him be in his terrible life.
Josh asked, do you guys have medical cards or is it not needed there? It's not needed in Colorado.
It's not needed. It's been legal recreationally here since 2014, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the prices are really
extremely
cheap.
Inexpensive.
If you find the right place, you can obviously get ripped off really easily by going to touristy areas like 16th Street in Denver or Pearl Street in Boulder and going to those dispensaries. They'll rip you off like crazy. But if you find places off the beaten path, you can get dirt cheap. Eric knows about that.
Sarah Marie K, we're shopping for a bus now and might be going to look at one next week. That's awesome. That's awesome. I hope that you guys find the right one. That's so cool.
The McDonald's in Steamboat is a log cabin. That's awesome. Actually, are your parents going to Steamboat this weekend?
They're going the first week in June.
Oh, well, they invited us to go. We're not sure if we're going to be going, but we might be taking us to Steamboat.
Did you know that I just said that? Sometimes we realize we don't listen to each other talk because one person's reading and one person's talking. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Kitten tail. Fantastic fan. That's what you need. Love to travel and one day meet you in Colorado. Yes, please. Please come out to Colorado. The greatest places we've so far gone, in Colorado is Crested Butte. But we haven't been that many places. And like Breckenridge is beautiful. Keystone's beautiful.
Colorado, hands down. If the mountains and the beautiful nature is what you're after, Colorado's hands down the best, most beautiful state in the country. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna
except for maybe Hawaii and Alaska.
Yeah, they don't really count because you have to skip a bunch of stuff to get there. And the continental United States, Colorado is just the best. And I don't know, I've been everywhere, and every time I leave Colorado, I'm like, I just really want to go back.
Yeah, maybe Montana too. I've never been to Montana or Washington, so I hear that it's really pretty. But yeah, Colorado is just like, it's so pretty. Everywhere that we went on our West Coast wandering trip, like, you try not to compare beauty. And California was gorgeous. Arizona had some really pretty parts.
Utah's really cool. It's very different.
Utah. But Colorado beautiful. Just like,
has it all.
I don't even know. It's just
it's just breathtakingly beautiful. It feels like people say that when I see in Alaska, you can see miniature versions of that in Colorado, but you can also see miniature versions of Utah and Montana, and it's just an opposite. So I wasn't even born here. I was born in Virginia.
If any of you guys want to come to Colorado, let us know and we'll take you for a tour.
Where our cats are right now. All right, Derby. You want to read that one real quick?
Hi, Zana. My daughter, Hannah, wants to know where your cats are right now. She's 13, and I sucked her into watching you too. Oh, well, that's great.
There's one.
Hi, Hannah.
Right here. You want to show her Akina? Literally right next to us is Akina looking out the window.
This little fluff pot. Hey, baby muffin.
And then the other one is being a little fat kitty and chowing down on her food right behind us right now.
Yep.
I guarantee once she's done eating, she's going to come over here and try and sit on our laps.
That's where the kitties are.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we're going to take them outside here in a little bit because they really want to go for their morning walk. We always keep it PG. Whoa, no solar. Broken or just cloudy? Just cloudy, just because it's been raining. I'm sure it's been raining in Westminster too, but it's just been so rainy and cloudy.
We're dealing with this thing right now. We're parked in this person's in their driveway, and when we parked here, there wasn't any shade, but now the trees are
have bloomed
and they're covered in shade. So we actually don't even start getting solar until like 2. So we're gonna have to ask them tomorrow if we can move the bus, turn it around so that we can start picking up solar.
I think we're gonna ask them today if we can just scoot up because there are actually 2 trees further from us, that are dead, that don't have any leaves on them. And I think if we just pull up a couple feet, we will have solar again.
It doesn't take much to accidentally use too much solar and not realize you're not going to get any more.
Yeah.
Like all you have to do is charge a couple laptops, and the next thing you know, you're down in the 11s, and you're getting like 15 watts.
Yeah. How's weather? Weather's been kind of crappy the past week, but this next week it's supposed to be sunny every day, so that's why we're like, we need to move so that when the sun's out, we soak it up. Did you guys ever think of getting a mini wind turbine to help supplement your electricity?
Totally. We were just talking about, there's this guy who did this awesome conversion. He basically like took a flatbed truck and built like a hobbit house on the back of it.
Yeah.
And he put a wind turbine on his, just a little tiny guy, and when he's driving down the road, it obviously is collecting wind energy. I know it's a very small amount. I think it's like 50 watts that you really get off of one of those, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's so cool. Just saw a cattail. Yep.
Yeah. By the way, Off Grid out west. We just gotta thank you, man. I think you might have been our very first subscriber. He subscribed to the original video a long time ago. So he's been with us for a long time, man. And definitely get another cat.
Yes. Life in a bus. Are you guys planning on having kids? I'll let you answer that. My love.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna have kids. We want to make this team bigger and see what happens. We want to be in the right place though.
Yeah,
we want to at least redo this bus. If we're gonna have a kid in this bus, we want to make it very livable. Make it exactly how we want it to be, and then we'll start thinking about it. But for us right now, it's like we need to get land and make our lives a little more stable before we bring someone else into here, so we at least give them a fighting chance.
Yeah, I think we're super excited about having kids, and I'm really excited about kind of taking Living Zeal in the future, not completely, but making videos about raising not raising family, but raising a kid off the grid and having them live alternatively. I think that there's just like a common misconception that once you have a kid, you need to like be in a suburban neighborhood and whatever. And that's just not true. Our kids going to have their two parents with them all the time. And I think that's a lot compared to what a lot of kids that I know get right now.
Are we going to North Carolina? Oh, wait, we should do that one.
I live in Norway and I'm seriously considering buying a van, but my number one issue is the winter and the weather. How do you guys deal with the winter weather? And do you have any tips about heating?
It's funny, actually, if you watch Eamon and Beck, they just released a video yesterday. And I have to recommend it. Go check it out. It's all about like things they didn't expect to run into in van life. And one of those is the weather. And they say, just don't underestimate the seasons as far as insulation.
Yeah.
We made a mistake too. I'm 6'3". So when we built the van, we were more worried about headroom than we were about keeping the floor insulated. The ceiling's super insulated. And now it's like, well, I mean, I'm glad I don't have to crouch in here, but it gets really cold in the winter.
Yeah, when we buy land, we're going to have to, if we end up buying land in southern Colorado, which is kind of what we're thinking right now, it'll be in like southern Colorado where the winters only get down to like the 40s rather than like the negatives.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun. This last winter was really tough, honestly. And I don't know how cold it gets in Norway, but I'm imagining it gets pretty cold.
Colder than it does here.
Yeah, it's not fun. But then again, I mean, we have our wood stove, which heats it pretty well, and we had a portable heater. So we had enough to make it cozy. It was just, you know, the fact that you can't maintain heat on like a box on your wall and you have to like actually make fires yourself.
Which is, it's charming, but it does get kind of old. I would say the biggest thing with the weather, living in a van, would just be insulation.
Yes.
Just insulate and insulate again, and you'll be fine.
Are we planning on going to North Carolina? Isn't that where your family lives?
My aunt and uncle, I don't know if you guys are watching, but hi, Uncle Eric and Aunt Lori. They live in
thank you so much.
North Carolina. Oh, thank you guys. So
nice. Thank you.
They live in North Carolina, and Zane has never been to the Outer Banks. And I think the Outer Banks are like the coolest place to take your bus. So we really want to go to like Cape Hatteras and do all that, and Duck and Avon, and I want to show her all around North Carolina.
Yes.
So we'll let you know when we're there.
Get a cheap inverter and connect it to the battery. This way you can run the bus and charge. Oh, well, thank you so much, David. That's so nice.
That's awesome.
Off-grid
kid, exactly. That's what you're doing. You have 2.
Is it 2 or 3? Just 2?
How many kids do you have?
Life in a Bus.
Are you hiding kids from us? Because we've seen 2 in your videos.
I thought it was 3.
Is there 3?
I'm not sure.
Is that someone else's kids?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Actually, no. Maybe it is just 2. Anyway.
Cheap land in South Carolina. Exactly. Sorry, I'm reading all this.
Thinking of upgrading in the future, maybe a bigger bus for family. Yeah, we've definitely thought about that. I think that
we want to do a big bus conversion.
Yeah, our whole thing right now is like we really want to get land in Hawaii, and that's our dream, like our big dream for the future. And so it's kind of always in this tug and pull between, do we just save our money so that we can just continue to accrue it and save money for land in Hawaii, or do we get a bigger bus and do that bus conversion? Exactly. And it's constantly this like, what should we do? I don't know. So right now we're going to make do with what we already have. So being that someone mentioned hail, what kind of protection solar panels have against weather events like hail? None. None, really.
Well, I mean, the thing is that you have to leave them exposed to the elements kind of at all times. Even if you put like a metal grate or something over them, it's going to create a shadow, and then you're going to lose a lot of your solar power. So they're very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Solar panels always are. These are the flexi ones, so they don't have a glass protecting screen on them like a lot of the rigid panels do. So hopefully, I mean, they're much more, have a little give to it. Yeah. So hopefully we haven't had a lot of hail. We've had hail. We have, when we were on our travels, we had like, probably pea size, maybe a little bigger.
They haven't really been damaged at all, though. Check out land near the Colorado-Utah border. It's near Telluride, but also warmer than eastern Colorado. Yeah, I'm wondering how much that is, because we've been looking like southern Colorado near like Taos, New Mexico.
So cheap.
It's so cheap, you guys. It's like $1,500 for. It's insanely cheap.
None of it's totally off grid. There's no power or water.
But that's kind of good because the laws aren't totally there with tiny living. It's sort of nice to buy land on where you can't. The only option is to live off grid, because that way they can't count. Oh, hey, Mom. Hi. Maybe check on the underside of the bus to do some insulation there. Yeah, that's
a good idea. That's a good idea. I would be afraid of the exhaust. melting it, but I can definitely look into that. The cats get up in there and hide, so there's enough space between the chassis and the frame.
Definitely. That is a good idea. Once it's like planted, especially too.
Yeah.
Life in a bus, cheap land in South Colorado boonies. Hey, why don't you, your wife, and your family come by land with us in Southern Colorado, and then we'll have our kids be off-grid kids together.
Start a band.
Yeah, we'll start a band, start a kendama group. Just a thought, global warming, climate change is making life crazier. Yeah, that's super true. I think that, again, our biggest like qualm with, and you guys can see it's probably really dark back there. Never mind. So our bed, is mounted, and we really want to make it so that it is movable, so that it can go up during the day, whether that's a Murphy bed or a futon. That way, if we do have a kid in this bus, we have a little bit more space to maneuver. And I think the other thing with us is having 2 cats is the real thing. It's like, there are 4 creatures living in 100 square feet in here.
Mm-hmm.
So, life in a bus. They have 2 kids. Okay, I was wrong.
Disc golfing musicians.
Right.
Fit right in over here.
Oh yeah, and disc golf. Man, we do have so much in common with you guys. Would love to see you here in Maine, beautiful country. I know Chad's mom like literally talks about Maine all the time. She loves.
They have a lake house that they rent out in upstate New York. So we look forward to going up and staying there, and then heading a lot more north to Maine.
Oh wow, Sharon, thank you so much. If you make it up to Maine, you're welcome here. I have 2 acres. I'm 10 miles from the
Sharon,
beach.
watch out. We'll take you up on that.
Yeah. That sounds amazing.
That sounds awesome.
2 and 7 years old. Oh, cute.
Let's see. So many comments.
Bipolar. Oh.
Yeah, the good thing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we'll check that out off grid. Thank you.
Yes.
Rita, we've noticed, and that's why we're getting land here first. But what we've also noticed with Hawaii is there's a lot of stories of people like Sarah Michelle who have gotten amazing deals in Hawaii because everyone's sort of evacuated.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep our eye on that, see if we can get some land that was recently evacuated due to the flood or even the volcano.
Yeah, our goal is to get land in Kauai or Maui.
Kauai just had the flooding, so
anyone wants to leave Hawaii and sell us your land?
We're gonna do van life there first.
Yeah,
we're gonna travel around in a van and scope it all out first. So
yeah,
look forward to seeing that on the things y'all.
And Chat's already lived there. I haven't, so who knows? Maybe we'll go there and be like, getting too much island fever. I'm not into it, but I have a feeling that I will love it a lot. Something about the mango and avocados being plentiful there. I don't know. My self-reliance. Yeah, I watched a lot of his videos. Josh, he has a really awesome YouTube channel. Availability and cost is massive. Yeah, to us, it's just kind of like, it's our dream. And if it's meant to happen, then the right land will like present itself to us. And if it's not meant to happen, then we live in one of the most beautiful states in the United States right now.
Okay with that.
So we are content.
We just didn't want the winter in the van again, to be honest. That's why we're thinking Southern Colorado, just to grab some land.
That's so funny.
David Lutz, thank you so much. That means really so much to us. And we've been doing it for almost a year now. So we want to be a living testament that you can. I mean, I haven't worked since June 4th. That was the last time I worked for somebody else. Mm-hmm. Zaina's was September, the beginning of September.
End of September.
Last year. Since we've worked for somebody else. So we've maintained this lifestyle in the bus.
And granted, we've made like $6,000 in the past year. So we've made like literally the smallest we've ever made in our life.
$6,000 a year.
Woo! We have realized like this process has made us realize how little money matters. Really money is not anything. It does not matter. If you are not waking up every morning with excitement to live out your day, but you're getting paid for it, like something you need to reevaluate.
If you have enough to take care of yourself and your other responsibilities, whether that be a kid or a pet, and having enough to save a little bit, then you're doing fine. I think the key is obviously just no mortgage and no rent, because then all the money that we get is like us.
Over dollar bills that don't mean.
True.
Digging your videos and travels, where are you heading next? I think that we're going to be heading out to the East Coast, but honestly, the thing that we've noticed is we will come on here and tell you guys, like, we're going to do this, and our lives change constantly. Like, things are constantly changing and evolving. So we're thinking we're going to be heading out to the East Coast in like a month or 2 or whenever. I don't know. That's our next kind of plan.
Well, I don't know if we told you, but we're going out to the East Coast to build a tiny house with my parents. And if they're not ready, when the time comes for us to go, we might just take what we've saved to buy land. Who knows? Like we kind of like to make these plans, but don't like to put a date on them and just say, this is going to happen in our future and work it all around that. We
like to just be super flexible.
Yeah. That's what this life's about. If you're not flexible, you won't make it in most life or life.
Have you kids considered a generator considering the solar panel issues? We have. I think that we're thinking more about getting more solar panels and a larger battery bank as opposed to getting a generator.
We just don't want the noise. And we're also trying to be
as
green as possible. Yeah. Try not to, have something outside.
Yeah.
Because we're parked in someone's driveway right now. Have thought about it. Trust me, I've thought about it. I've even looked into like the Hondas and the silent ones that are really nice. There's even some that you can have inside, which is crazy. So yeah, I've definitely looked into the generators, but overall, we're just going to upgrade our solar setup.
Hi guys, to people saying hello. Ashley, my husband wants to move to Oregon, but I've been trying to convince him for years. Colorado is where it's at. I need to take them there for a trip. Literally come to Colorado and we will take you for a trip because Oregon was gorgeous. Do not get me wrong, but I am such a sun person, and Colorado has like 300 days of sunshine a year. I don't know what it is in Oregon, but I think it's a lot less than that.
Judging by what it was like when we were there.
Well, it rained the whole time we were there. So
we were towards the coast though.
And granted, it was gorgeous, but I need sunshine.
Wait a second. Hold on. Jinxie. Try to be near Allentown, Pennsylvania, near mid-August. Okay. I mean, we'll be in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, probably in mid-August. That's the plan.
Yes.
Like we said, it's flexible. So that probably isn't too far from the same state.
Exactly. I think right now I still have a lot of fear of the big change, but with inspiration like you, I may make it happen soon. Also love that you don't focus on the money, but the love. Well, David, we love you.
We love you. And honestly, we're convinced that if we do become successful like these other channels that have blown up, it's not going to be because we are e-beggars. It's going to be because and try to do stuff that's optimized. We hope that people will just really come sort of gravitate towards just us being us.
I've got to say that yes, we so do. I've got to say that, Life in a Bus obviously has a YouTube channel. Go check that out. He's in the middle of him and his entire family, they're in the middle of their conversion process. So go check them out. But for other YouTubers to know what it's like, it's always that push and pull between, do we make an optimized video that's going to reach more people? Or do we make a video that we really care about that is going to connect soulfully with another person and hopefully make a difference in one person's day? And because we have to make money to maintain this lifestyle, we always go back and forth between like, what type of video should we make? But I think after doing this for almost a year, it's been like 9 months now, we're realizing that we have just got to make videos that are aligned with our heart, and like money has just got to not be an option because we've always been provided for.
Exactly. Even when we were down to like negative in our bank account, suddenly we were provided for.
Yeah. So we just get like a random donation that would like take us to the next ability.
We actually decided when we were on our West Coast Wondering journey that all our videos are going to follow a formula. And the solar one was the only one we've done recently that hasn't. The formula has to be, we have to share with you guys something about bus life in the bus. We want to share with you an adventure or some beauty, like going outside, doing something. And we need to share a soul chat with you. So all of our videos we make sure they fall into those three criteria. So I don't know, if you watch a video and you're wondering what it's going to be about, it should have one of those or all three of those components in it.
Yeah. Will you keep your new solar panels off the top so you can move them? Yes, that's a really good idea, so that you can move them with the changing sun in the sky. That's a great idea. Sorry, our screen's really dark because we're trying to like save on batteries.
So it's hard to read. We have 7% battery now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll send you an email.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to copy.
Life in a Bus. You guys are awesome. Of course, man.
This email. All right. I will email you after the live stream. The best times of my kids' life is when they grew up in Colorado. You're so right about money not being the importance of happiness. It's your surroundings. It really is. And I think it's so hard to understand that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're so disconnected from money compared to a lot of people in our lives, but we're still too connected, kind of. You know what I mean? We want to get to a place where it's like, if we had $1 million in the bank, it means as much and as little to us as if we have $5 in the bank.
That's kind of what we realize is you have to get to this point on the bottom end of the scale where money means nothing to you because you have so little of it. You just worry about your general survival.
Yeah.
to really appreciate it on the other end of the scale, to where we're not going to be frivolous and we're not going to be stupid.
Wasteful.
Yeah, exactly. When the time comes where we are actually making enough.
We want to use, once Living Zeal, I mean, not once, Living Zeal grows every single month. But we want to be able to use our money to give back to people and like actually have it be meaningful. We want to make a difference in people's lives.
Living Zeal further, step by step.
Yeah, honestly. And I hope that you guys all do that too, because if all of us are trying to like push the consciousness of mankind forward, we're all going to benefit.
I think we've lost a lot of comments. Life in a Bus, first off, you rock. Of course,
man. Please just keep being yourselves. I used to watch another couple, but they got to, I think we're trying to be really careful of that. And we think that maybe, we see Nomadic Movement, who has 40,000 subscribers, Minimal Millennials, 80,000.
No, changed significantly.
Yeah, but I think it's just we're thinking that maybe the reason our channel isn't like blowing up overnight is because like we still have a lot to learn from this stage of having 4,000 subscribers. So we're here to listen.
Trying to be as humble as possible in this whole process.
I live in northern New Jersey. If you come around here, I'd love to help you on your journey, buy you lunch and fill your tank. Be my pleasure. You're so sweet, David.
Watch out, guys. I'm telling you, we're taking people up on that stuff now. So.
Seriously, we've had people offer us places to stay, and we're like, okay, great.
Glad you made it, Jessica.
Oh, someone else talked about being in PA in August. I'm like afraid I'm going to melt my face off being in Pennsylvania in August, but I'm willing to take a whack at it. Yay, made it to the live stream. Hi, Jessica. Did you just say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all right. She can get highs from both of us.
The things that matter in life are not the things. Not at all. It's just this fella and those two cats.
Yep.
And my mom and,
Everything will always be okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. The love in here is amazing. It sure is.
The battery's going to die, guys.
We were just given a 5% warning on our MacBook, but we're going to keep live streaming until the bitter end. The first step in getting true freedom is to live minimal and work towards being debt free. After that, all doors open up. Yeah, I think that we genuinely believe that minimizing is the only way to get true financial freedom. It just is.
Unless you've had a really good life and you could buy everything with cash and you own everything that's yours. The problem then still is that stuff ends up owning you. Like, let's say you want to move into a bus. You have a house full of stuff that you've acquired already. I don't know. That's kind of what Living Zeal is all about. We could rant about that till the end of the video, but we're going to try not to, because this is stuff that we talk to ourselves about that we're so passionate about. And like, lowering your overhead is what I call it. Get rid of your mortgage, get rid of your rent, and make sure that even if that means that you only have to work half the amount of time, that's still getting you so much time back. So
yeah, exactly.
Stop there.
I'm assuming this is a gentleman, is 6'6". Would I have to?
You would have to stoop. I'm 6'3", and it scrapes my head sometimes.
Just on like the round corners, the very top is fine. But another cool thing, Life in a Bus extended their ceiling, so that's a really cool option.
Yeah, if you want to see how to do that, check out their channel. He's going over every step.
Intense. Oh, cool. What are you guys doing with the heat in the summer? If you come through the Midwest, it's going to be hot. It's already hot here. We have a swamp cooler. It takes 200 watts to plug in. So as long as we're getting full solar, we can run this swamp cooler during like the heat of the day. We're also just getting better about, depending on where we're parked, putting in our insulation barriers around like noon to start blocking the heat that's coming in through those windows. The thrill of life, at least for me, is about the adventure and experiences you can have and people you share it with. The less I focus on money, the happier I am.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we've been finding. Yep. And you always have money, it seems, to like do what you want to do. So it's pretty awesome.
Giant box of crap is all the house is. I love that one.
Hey Jude.
Maybe we should end it here. Play some Hey Jude for you guys. Since we promised to in our last video, but didn't have the power.
All right, we're gonna play some Hey Jude for you guys.
We've had the piano for those of you. Oh, okay. For those of you, she just did some things to the. Who haven't seen our video, we got a piano, digital piano a couple weeks ago, or a week ago today, and have been trying to teach ourselves using the internet and books how to play Hey Jude.
Yeah, Chad plays the guitar, so he has a little bit of a step up. I've like never even attempted to play any instrument before, but I've always wanted to, and you gave me the confidence to try it. So
I mean, you're doing really, really good.
Thank you.
So we're going to show you what a week's practice has gotten us.
Okay.
And we'll try and play some Hey Jude.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how.
I'm not real sure how we're going to show this to you guys.
Hey, baby girl. Can you come over here, sweet Nikki?
Okay. So I gotta sit down there if I'm gonna play the chords.
Yeah.
So you play the melody and I'll play the chords?
Yeah, this is like so dark.
Here we go.
I feel like we should put it right here.
Okay.
I can put this back.
You can bend it down so they can see our fingers.
Okay.
There we go.
Bend it down.
All right, babe.
Okay. This might. So the piano might die on us.
Yeah, it might. I'm gonna play the chords and she'll play the melody.
No, Kina.
Okay, that happens a lot.
Oh no, Kina.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, guys. Let's see. Oh, one person left, so we're doing okay. Only one left.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh no. Kina got me all flat.
All right, we're gonna try one more time for you guys.
Oh my god.
Ready? Oh, no, start over.
We have a cat sitting on the piano.
Well, you guys heard the beginning of it at least, so you believe that we can probably play Hey Jude.
Should we try it one last time?
We'll try it. We'll try it one more time.
Kitty, you're crazy.
Sorry, Beana Boo. She's just gonna jump right back up here.
Last time.
Okay, all right, guys. And it repeats. You did it, babe.
See, we can.
We can. That was 1 week of practice, so we appreciate that, guys. We can actually both play it, but we just wanted to show you how we can both play it as a team.
Oh my gosh, that was so embarrassing. I'm sorry,
you guys are awesome.
Our cat just made that so embarrassing. Only a week, yeah. We've been. That's kind of the cool thing about our life.
3 hours a day, though. We've been practicing a lot. Yeah,
we've had. Not 3 hours, but definitely like an
2
hour
hours
so.
For me personally.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been practicing as much. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Now we're at 3% battery, so I think that's gonna end the live stream. You guys rock so hard. Thank you so much for all your comments. Now we have to go through and read the last ones. But yeah, we're gonna try and I think we're gonna do a live stream next week because we're really enjoying this, even if not that many people show up. We just enjoy talking to you guys. So
exactly. And one last thing, we are gonna start working on like an hour-long video or like movie of our whole West Coast Wandering series. So we have like 20 videos over the course of that, and Chad's gonna start piecing together just like one long thing.
Movie. Yeah.
So look forward to that.
Bus Life documentary. So that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Okay, guys. Well, we will see you later. We love you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Bye. There's always the sweet, awkward moment of after you hit the live